Good morning, Book It Sports, and welcome to another episode of Attyah Hour. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday confirmed. Hump day. We've had absolutely hardly anything to bet on and watch over the past couple of days due to the All-Star break, and it's been so brutal. The days feel so long, and we've got one game tonight. It's been tough. It's been tough, but it makes me appreciate the day's slate of baseball so much more, regardless of who sells for me in the first game of the day. I already miss it so much. Cannot wait for the second half of the baseball season to get back underway. We've got a great show for today. Lots to go over, lots to talk about. We're going to be going over the Home Run Derby, of course, the All-Star game, NBA Finals Game 4 preview. We've got a special guest today, a couple of them. MIKEY'S, the one and only player prop king, and the player prop queen in the Olivia Moody. They're going to be stopping by to give their best picks for tonight's Game 4 Bucks-Suns Finals in Milwaukee. We're also going to be hearing from Sharp Dimes, the one and only. He's got a 3-unit play in the NBA tonight, so make sure to stick around and listen to that because you're not going to want to miss that. And then we're going to talk about the other things that we have available to bet on because we all are looking for some action anywhere we could find it. Let's get right into it, though. How about the American League, baby? Shout out to my American League bettors who rode with me on that last night. Plus 105 odds. Guys, I don't know why they were plus money. Sure, they were in Colorado. They're the away team. But when's the last time the National League has won? In 2013, the last time the National League won an All-Star game. And we're getting plus money on the American League? Come on. And how about that under 11? Jared Walsh, you're already in the rafters, my guy, but now your jersey's up there a second time with a diving, under-saving play of the night. Bases loaded. Chris Bryant leaves a total of 6 ducks on the pond in an All-Star game. Struck out with the bases loaded in his first at-bat and then gets robbed of a single that would have brought in 2, would have made the under sus. But Jared Walsh, who does not even play left field, made a great catch to not only save the game for the American League, but to save the under game and the catch of the night in that game. Shout out Jared Walsh, my Lord and Savior, Jared Walsh. So yeah, I had the American League, had the under 11. Home Run Derby, though, what a sequence of events that was. A lot of people were all over Juan Soto to beat Otani at plus 300 in that first round, and sure enough, that hit. I knew Otani was going to struggle in the Home Run Derby. That's why I didn't take him. I had Trevor Story to win the Home Run Derby. I thought it was coming home. I thought the title was going to come home to Colorado. Bad pick, though. Not a guy who's going to win a Home Run Derby, Trevor Story. I'll tell you what, though, a guy who's going to win a Home Run Derby, matter of fact, 2 of them, Pete Alonso. That was such a lock. Plus 600. He's already done it once. What were we doing? Not unloading the clip on Pete Alonso. We're sitting here talking Joey Gallo, Otani. I know Nick Yale was pissed off at Joey Gallo. Tough.
Dude, screw Joey Gallo. It's just a weak performance. You got to go in there and you got to do your research on the pitchers.
Oh, you have to. The relationship of the BP pitcher to the batter is almost everything.
Alonso's pitcher was just putting it on a tee.
Oh, on a tee, dude. And then some of these guys were making it like impossible for him, throwing it outside, low and away. We got guys looking like putting out swings that look like they're trying to manufacture runs and move the guy over to third. It's like, what are you doing?
Well, you had the new rule now that you don't have to wait for the ball to land.
Yeah.
And I think some of the pitchers were kind of thrown off by that because the cadence of Alonso's guy was easy, nice and quick, laying him in there. That's why he had 35 in the first round. But some of the other guys were just like ball watching, waiting. It's like, come on, we need a home run here.
Literally. I mean, I can't help but think about the safety of the kids in the outfield with that new rule. Think about Pete Alonso nuking one 500 feet in the air. All the kids are looking at it. Guess what? Another pitch coming. Pete, line drive, stinger to the outfield. Doesn't go over. Drills a kid. Like, how are they not more precautionary with that? I don't know. But thankfully, I don't think anything bad happened. But Pete Alonso was dropping nukes. And Matt Olson, I should have had him. I did have him. And he should have gone a lot further. That dude has a beautiful swing, making it look effortless, so easy. And he had that happen to him. His pitcher was just sticking around. Beautiful swing, though. But damn. So Pete Alonso, second time home run derby champ. Shout out to anyone who had him to win the derby.
Need to talk real quick about how the fact that Joey Gallo's game tying home run in the first round didn't count, but Trey Mancini's did count. If that's not rigged.
Joey Gallo confirmed, kind of got hoed.
Pitch was out of the pitcher's hand. Yeah. Mancini's wasn't, and they counted Mancini's. Come on.
So Joey Gallo lost the round by 1, right? And Joey Gallo had a last-second buzzer-beating home run that did not count because they said it was not out of the pitcher's hand. And then Mancini had the exact same thing happen, and they gave it to him. And if you look at the graphic and the time clock, it should have been vice versa. But, who says sports aren't rigged, huh? Who says that? So what a game last night was in the American League, National League. We had Vladimir Guerrero, first home run of the game, plus 700. Shout out to a user on the Book It Sports app who had that at King of Locks, plus 700 Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to hit a home run first in the All-Star game, and he did it in the second inning. Going back to what I had, shout out America's Nerfy, baby. No run first inning in the All-Star game. Everyone thought I was crazy. And guess what? That was effortless. No sweat. Not a single run was scored. Not even a base hit, I don't think. Ohtani came out and was throwing heat. Threw 100 miles an hour in an All-Star game. The same guy who went in the home run derby as well. It's insane. Ohtani was locating, had movement on his off speed. And then Scherzer, we knew he was going to do his job. It was Ohtani that I was worried about more, honestly. But we got the 6 outs we desperately needed, sweated that out on the live stream, and it was electric. Shout out America's Nerfy. And then I also had the first run to be scored in the third inning, which did not hit, unfortunately. And it was actually very close. We had one run in the second that was scored on some dribblers, and it was BS. They were looking like a playoff game out there. It was like they were manufacturing runs, infield base hits, runners are moving. Like, what? We almost got that third inning, though, but we unfortunately did not hit the plus 650. But I did have America's Nerfy, had American League, I had the under. So we went 3 of 4 last night. We'll take that any day of the week. For an All-Star game, absolutely. And then we're getting right back into baseball. We got the Yankees-Red Sox tomorrow, like a solo game. Nobody else plays except them. Kind of weird. And then we're back to it on Friday with a full slate of MLB. Please give me that. Oh, I can't wait. We're going to be riding games.
Let's go into the chat, see what some people are saying.
Yeah, what's up, chat? Talk to me. How are we doing?
T. Lindstrom says Ohtani's amazing. Big Jerry 78 says, what more do I got to do to get a shout out on the same first home run Vladdy bet at plus 900?
Wow.
LOL. Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Says best hour of Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Make my work be pushed aside for an hour. Nikki Picks is looking for Spanish women's volleyball locks. Thoughts?
Hey, Nikki Picks, what do you think of that 360 no scope by that Spain handball player? That was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Huge goal there for the Spanish team there. But we've got Mikey Overs. We've got Olivia Moody coming on soon, who are going to share their player prop picks with us. But before that, we've got some soccer as well, the Gold Cup. I'm pretty pissed I didn't take Honduras last night. -2.5 spread. They won by 4. Everyone on the Book It Sports app was riding that. And my dog betting the pitch, again, continues to drop locks. The whole squad's loving this guy. There's nothing to bet on except soccer. Nobody knows anything about it except my dog betting the pitch. And he's putting out winners, putting food on the table for the kids day in, day out, while there's nothing else to be betting on. So thank you for that. Let's talk about the NBA real quick before we get to Livmoods and MIKEY'S. Guys, I have some incredibly hot takes here. Incredibly hot takes. And I've already got way too many units locked in for tonight's action. The Bucks are winning the next 2 games. Confirmed. You heard it here first. I'm absolutely hammering the Bucks tonight in every way, shape, or form possible. I have a parlay that included the American League and the under with Bucks money line. Got that last night at -175. It's already at -195 as of this morning. So we're riding Bucks ML in that parlay. I took Bucks -4.5 for 3 units. $300. And then I'm also riding the under 222.5 parlayed with the Bucks -3.5. I bought points on both of those. I am in every way, shape, or form on the Bucks tonight. The Bucks are winning the next 2 games. They are. I already feel it. I don't think it's going to be like last game. It's going to be a 20-point blowout. That's why I felt more comfortable buying it down to 3.5 because I think it will be a close game. Bucks are winning tonight. Do not take the Suns. Do not take the Suns. Don't come crying to me when the Suns lose tonight and I told you not to take them. Fade me. Those on TikTok say I'm fade God. They live like kings fading my picks. I dare you to take the Suns. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. I'm also on the under 222.5. It's currently at 220. That number just haunts me now, especially going with the home run derby as well. I had the under 520.5, and Juan Soto hit one 520. And then the under on the last NBA Finals game was 220. And what'd they score? Oh, exactly 220. Like, it's crazy how close Vegas is with these. How do you find an edge with an over-under in the NBA Finals? Like, I don't know, but I take what my sharps give out, and I'm hoping that Sharp Dimes is on this under as well. I know he's on a play. I know he's got something with 3 units on it, and I'm hoping it's this under 221. It's at 221 now as a FanDuel. But yeah, I'm pumped for this game tonight. We got nothing else going on. Absolutely nothing. So do not take the Suns. I want to hear what Livmoods and MIKEY'S have for tonight's player prop action. But they'll be on here in a little bit. But let's hear from the chat. Anyone have any specific leans or plays tonight, or any questions about a player prop that I can give you my lean on? I'm looking at some first basket scores. First basket scores. Value plays. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Brook Lopez plus 950 to score the first basket. Bink it. That's value. Give me the big man down low to bang it home. Win the jump and get it to Brook Lopez in the post. I love that pick. That's a very value pick. High juice plus 950. That's a good one. I also like Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson to score over 9.5 points. Lock. He's going to be playing a lot of minutes tonight. And he made a huge impact last game. coming off the bench. Watch for him to make a huge impact again tonight for Phoenix. Not saying Phoenix is going to win or cover, but I am saying Cam Johnson will score over 9.5 points. It's currently at 9.5 on FanDuel right now. I'm definitely going to be putting a unit on that. Definitely going to be putting a unit on that. I'm looking on FanDuel right now. The top point scorer for the night in the NBA, Giannis is the favorite, as he should be, at minus 180. Devin Booker at plus 380. And Chris Middleton plus 600. Chris Paul plus 1,300. I'm sorry. I just don't think Chris Paul is going to lead the game in scoring. But I do think a steal, an absolute steal of a player prop for tonight, Devin Booker over 2.5 3-pointers made. I think Booker does have a rebound game. He does make this one a tight one, but the Bucks are going to squeak this one out and pull away at the last couple of minutes.
Lucky Locks in the Book It Sports app says, Trent, quick question. I got a prop pulled up here. Bucks to win game 4 and lose the series plus 165. How do you feel?
So Bucks lose the series, but they win tonight at
win
plus
game
165.
4, lose the series plus 165.
I actually love that line because the Bucks are winning tonight, and there's a good chance they don't win the series. So instead of laying the minus 200 juice, if you're going to take the Bucks and get them at plus money, this is the way to do it. Lucky Locks. That's who asked the question?
Lucky Locks.
Lucky Locks. I love that line, brother. Take that. I think that has really good value. At plus money, you can get a good return there. And then you could just also take a futures bet on the Suns. Well, then now I don't know. That's taking it a little bit too far. I do like that line, though. I do like that line. Take it. Why would you take a futures bet on the Suns? It's definitely minus like 200 right now. So take that. Or you can you could take that and then also hedge that with plus money on the Bucks to win the title if they do win tonight. Would be interesting. But thanks for the question. Appreciate that. If you have any questions that you want to hear me answer live on the show, post them on the Book It Sports app, tag me in it, and I can absolutely give you my take. Will there be overtime tonight? I'd say there's a good chance, probably a better chance than any of the other games have gone so far. Plus 1,400 odds on overtime. No overtime, you got to put $6,000 down just to win 100. Minus 6,000 there. Definitely don't take that. Do not take that.
Coming from a Suns fan, this one's pretty hard to admit, but I think there's really, really nice value in Giannis winning MVP and Bucks winning the series. Or just Giannis wins MVP in total, which pretty much says the Bucks are going to win the series. Yeah. He's at plus 215. If you think the Bucks are going to win this series, there's really nice value. Might as well put money on Giannis to win the MVP too.
I love that. I had the same thought during the NFL playoffs. If I thought that the Bucks were going to win the Super Bowl, might as well juice that even more with Tom Brady to win Super Bowl MVP. Same logic here. If the Bucks are going to win tonight, if the Bucks are going to win the NBA Finals, more than likely Giannis is going to win Finals MVP. And currently, right now, he's sitting at plus 250. He's currently at plus 250 to win Finals MVP, right? And then the Suns to actually win the Finals is, you know what that is? I can't find that.
As of last night, I think it was at like minus 220.
Oh, so you're getting a little bit better odds, but it's basically they're implying that if the Bucks do win, Giannis is winning that shit. So I think that's a smart move. If you're throwing fat units and you're loading up on a future, that's the way to do it because you're going to get a lot more in return if you're throwing fat units. I honestly think the Bucks could squeak out an NBA championship. I really do. I think the Suns are in a tough spot right now, being in Milwaukee, potentially going down or tying this series up. It's a big game tonight. Pivotal game 4.
Taking the points on Twitch just said, Trent, I will bet you whatever you want. If Bucks will win the series, if they win tonight. Loser stands in front of a grocery store for 30 minutes with paper plates and whipped cream and gives out free pies to the face.
Well, I mean, I'm on your side here. Taking the points. I'm all over the Bucks, more so than I ever have. Couple episodes back, I was saying I was going to tread so lightly on this NBA Finals. I had no interest in gambling in it at all, but here we are. I got 5 units pending already, and you think I'm done with it? Oh, you think I'm done loading up for tonight? No. I still need to hear from MIKEY'S and Livmoods and Sharp Dimes what their plays are, and I've only loaded up mine. The day is still young. The day is so young. I have units to be tossing around. Way too many units. You said you had some crazy stats about last night's home run derby.
I do. I want you to give me a wild guess what the total home run distance was. So there was 309 homers hit last night.
What, in the home run derby?
In the home run derby. 2 nights ago. What do you think the total distance was? All those homers combined.
309 home runs?
Yep. It was almost the record. 3 shy of the record, which was hit in 2019.
So there were 309 home runs. I would say the total distance, each home run's probably on average, there's no way any math I cook up in my head right now is going to be anything logical to what the actual number is. But my guess would be in total of 4 miles long.
So it's actually going to be 26.2 miles, which
Holy shit.
The kicker is that's a full marathon.
That's insane. That's absolutely wild.
138,000 feet.
138,000 feet of home runs were hit in the home run derby this year. Absolutely incredible. Shout out Juan Soto for not hitting it 521. I had 520 and a half and was still getting ripped to shreds on my TikTok comments on my video that I said, I guarantee you nobody hits a home run over 520 feet. It's not even worth my energy defending myself in the comments. That's why we got shout out Nick Boyko for putting his armor on and defending me in my comments day in and day out. That's a trooper right there. Shout out Nick Boyko, OG Day One Dog. For those who are not on the Book It Sports app or don't know what the Book It Sports app is, what are you doing? You're missing out. Book It Sports is a sports betting social media platform dedicated specifically just to sports bettors. One place, one centralized hub, everything you need at your fingertips. Bring in the sports book to your fingertips. You won't find a better sports betting experience out there. Trust me. You've got guys sweating it out, putting out plays day in and day out. And we're all looking at the same line, same odds, same slate every single day. So you might as well do it with a squad that does it just as much as you. So get on the Book It Sports app, free to download on the Google Play Store and App Store. The ratings are going up. Love that. Love the 5-star reviews. Love the support from the squad. Appreciate that. It means the world to all of us here at Book It Sports. Love the love. Spread the love, baby. Thank you, guys. I think we've got over 20,000 users now on the Book It Sports app. Let's go. Big dubs. Big dubs. 20,000 of you riding with the squad, sweating it out every single day, every single night. Nothing like it. It makes gambling that much better. It really does. So go download that and join the squad and have some fun. Especially on days like this where we've got nothing, absolutely nothing until 5 p.m. Pacific, NBA Finals Game 4. But after this show, what am I going to go do? There's nothing to sweat. I might have to go look up for some racquetball. I saw racquetball tourneys are on today. We've got the Gold Cup. We've got European women's 19 and under handball, beach handball. But like, give me back MLB, please. I would do anything to bet on the Braves right now and have them get no hit just to be able to sweat out something. I miss it. Yeah. What else you guys got?
I got another little piece of All-Star game trivia for you. Besides last night, when do you think the last time a pitcher got an AB in an All-Star game? And who was that pitcher?
I want to say Clayton Kershaw.
What year?
In 2013.
So it wasn't Kershaw. It was Roy Halladay, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
And that was in 2009. So for the past damn near 12 years.
Wow.
First time pitchers got an AB.
Wow.
I went 0 for 2, but.
Hey, shout out Shohei Ohtani. He picked up the dub in his outing yesterday. Did not have a base hit, but he did look great on the mound. Absolutely fantastic performance by Ohtani on the mound. Not so great in the home run derby, though. Not so great in the home run derby. But what a beast he is. MVP locked that up. Absolutely locked that up.
You almost took him MVP preseason, yeah?
Dude, I know.
What was that line at?
At plus 2,500, I believe. At 2,500, I was in Las Vegas for opening day of the MLB season. Didn't take it, and I said I was going to. So mad. So mad. I'll never let that down. I will never let that down. So pissed off. Guys, I have a hot take here before we go to Livmoods and Mikey Overs. The Open Championships this weekend. I've got a play that I'm riding this one all the way to the counter. Jordan Spieth plus 1,900 odds is winning the Open Championship. Book it. Bink it, ship it, sign it, deal it, deliver it, done. Guaranteed. No, I can't say guaranteed anymore because everyone takes that way too literally. But I'm riding that one to the break of dawn. Jordan Spieth will win the Open Championship this weekend. And if you actually want some great value picks, you got to tune in and follow two guys on the Book It Sports app who just demolish golf. Every tournament, these guys are always plus units. Every single time. I swear I haven't seen them not win units on golf tournaments. Live Locks U and T Lindstrom 17 on the Book It Sports app. They've got a show tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific. That's 7 Eastern on Twitter, where they're going to be going over all their plays for the Open Championship. You know I'm tuning into that shit. No question. T. Lindstrom is a god when it comes to golf. Give me someone who specifically focuses on one sport. Give me that. Give me that. That's T. Lindstrom and golf. Dude's a legend. Dude's a homie. And he's just the absolute nicest guy ever. So go give them some love. Go follow them on the Book It Sports app. They're the best. They're honestly the best. It's time to hear from the one and only player prop duo, Livmoods and Mikey Overs. Guys, what on earth are we riding tonight? Preach it. Tell the squad where's the value on the player props NBA Finals Game 4.
Can you hear me okay?
I can't. I think something's going on with your audio. Something's wonky with the audio.
Can you hear me now?
I don't know. Is it me? Am I the problem here?
Livmoods is having some audio technical difficulties. Mikey Overs, do you copy? 10-4 copy?
No, I got you copied right here. 10-4. Good
10-4,
buddy.
10-4. Mikey Overs.
I got you right here.
How have you been, brother?
Dude, I've been good, man. I've just been in the kitchen. I just got out of the kitchen.
What are we cooking?
I mean, I just chefed up an absolute monster nuke on before I go into it, I just want to say never have I been more wrong about a player in my life than the Chris Middleton. If you follow me and you've watched my shows, you know that I have quite a stance on Chris Middleton. However, going into this playoffs, Chris Middleton has absolutely shut me up. And I thought, if I'm going to drop a nuke tonight, it's got to be on Chris Middleton. So I'm taking his over, and it's 24.5 points. He's done it once this series. But tonight, we're in Cream City, and he's feeling good because they need to tie the series up. So I love Chris Middleton over 24.
Did you say he's done it once this year?
This series.
Oh, the series. I was like, bro, what?
No, I mean, once the series.
All right.
And he hasn't really gotten close since game one. So do with that what you will. But
I think Middleton needs to have a game tonight if the Bucks are going to want to replicate what they did last game. Because I feel like the Suns are going to come out with a game plan to be able to, basically attack whatever game plan that the Bucks are going to come out with. But I think Middleton needs to have over 24.5 points.
No, yeah, I mean, listen, Giannis can't be scoring 50 points every game and the Bucks expect to win. I mean, someone else has to help. It's like a train. Are you going to have one guy pour coal in the engine the whole time? Nah, you go shifts. I mean, Chris Middleton, it's your shift, man. Wake up.
Yeah, you can't let Giannis keep shoveling the coal all.
No, dude, Giannis' arms are going to be noodles.
His back's going to be hurting.
He's going to need a back brace, dude. But no, Chris Middleton over 24.5. I love it. I heard you say something about Cam Johnson. I mean, I don't hate that. I think you're a fraud for not betting on Ohtani in the home run derby. I just want to say that to your face. And the fact that you're wearing a Toronto Blue Jays pullover right now, I think says enough about that. But yeah, I mean, listen, I think the Bucks take this game tonight. I think you're right there. I think Chris Middleton scores over 24.5 points. And I think that's just the fact of the matter. When you look at facts on a piece of paper, that's going to be 1 through 3.
Yeah, we only look at facts.
Listen, when I heard I was coming on the Attyah, I was like, okay, so it's fact time,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
only
just
talk facts.
It's only facts, and the facts are Chris Middleton might score 30 tonight. He's probably going to hit over 2.5 threes, and the Bucks are probably going to win. And those are the facts.
Yep, those are all facts, Mikey Overs. All right, we got Livmoods back. Livmoods, how are we doing? Talk.
Well, can you hear me now, Mike?
I can hear you now. It's good to see you. How you doing?
Mike, it's been a minute. I'm doing good. I'm doing fabulous. Sorry
we'll
about
fix that in post. Don't worry.
We'll fix that in post for sure. Sorry about the audio error there. But love your Chris Middleton play. Also love the Bucks tonight because I like the Suns in 6. I've been saying it since the beginning.
Suns in 6. You have.
6. Chris Paul, MVP. That's what I'm still riding with. I love it. But I'm actually looking at JRUE Holiday tonight. Which
love me some JRUE.
Which I have to flash back to a previous Book It Prop Talk episode when Nick called him JRUE the entire episode. So I feel like it's only appropriate that I call him JRUE Holiday today. So
I just want you to know I hate
Holiday, I'm liking him to have a big game. Okay. He's coming off of a 21-point game, and he has definitely shown some inconsistencies throughout the postseason. He hasn't been someone that I've wanted to bet on. However, I think JRUE, I think Drew's only downfall is his confidence. I think he's got Chris Middleton and JRUE. What's good, JRUE?
Hold on.
Oh God. Here we go. But like I was saying, I think Drew's only downfall is his confidence. I think when you've got Chris Middleton and Giannis doing the majority of the scoring throughout this postseason, he's definitely not as confident. But when I'm taking a look at his games and performances, when he has a really great solid performance and shoots really well, typically the next game after that he does the same. And I think having that confidence boost, shooting really well, he was 5 for 10 from the 3-point line, so he's coming off of a really hot game. I think he's going to take more shots. I think he's going to have more confidence. So I like JRUE, aka JRUE Holiday, over 19.5 points tonight. Like I said, I think the Bucks are going to take this win, and we will see the Suns in 6. So I like JRUE and Chris Middleton also to have a big night. I think it's also worth mentioning that, yes, Giannis is coming off of back-to-back 40-point games, but He can't do that the entire series. So these other players are going to have to step up. I think Giannis is probably going to have a slower game. I don't think he's going to score 40 points. I also don't think he's going to have a bad game either, but I do like these other players like JRUE and Chris to really step up and get it done. JRUE in the house.
Yeah, I mean, I just had to grab my telescope because I'm just going to check the stars for tonight's game, because I don't know if you knew this, but during the day, if you look through a telescope, in the stars, it's written on what props are going to smack. So I'm just going to.
Okay. Yeah. Just take a look.
Yeah. Just bear with me. Yeah. No, that's looking good.
Okay.
Now I'm seeing JRUE Holiday up there. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of Chris Middleton as well. I mean, yeah, we're good. I mean, it's locked in now.
I think we're
good. It's in the stars.
I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah. No, I'm excited for this game. I think, it wouldn't be the NBA without us seeing at least 6 games. I mean, come on. Like, the NBA is trying to make some moolah. The players want to play. I think we will definitely see 6 games. I like the Bucks tonight. And then the Suns are going to take the next 2, and it's a wrap.
In 6. Suns in 6. I'm with you. Suns in 6. I'll ride it.
I love it. Trent, I would love to know your thoughts on this little matchup. Are you liking those 2 props?
I love those 2 props, Liv. Thank you for sharing those.
Huge.
Absolutely love them. I give them the CEO stamp of approval, in case you were wondering.
That's huge.
Huge.
That's huge.
Thank you guys for coming by and sharing those with us. I'm absolutely going to be riding those. I love nothing more than having conflicting action across the board. Nothing more than having conflicting action all across the board. Player props, 2 different teams, spreads, money lines, totals, you name it. And I'm going to hammer it, baby. You always know I'm down to hammer. People tag me in posts saying, Trent, you want to ride this Overwatch League? Esports lock? I'm like, hell, I was betting on women's beach handball, for Christ's sakes. All right, enough about me. I know why you guys are here. You want to hear what the sharps are on. The big time, big unit, big dog bettors, the one and only Sharp Dimes, verified handicapper from the Book It Sports app, joins us on the show. He's going to dish out his NBA 3-unit pick tonight. Sharp Dimes, are you with us?
I'm right here. Where are the sharps at?
There he is.
There he is. My boys come. He's a sharp. Yo, come here. Come here. They want to come. The real sharps want to come. What's going on, guys?
How are we doing, Dimes? So you were doing a $500 sneaker giveaway. Is that correct?
Yeah, we did it yesterday for the All-Star game just because there was nothing going on. And I just took the money on the under 520 and a half that I had on the longest home run, since me and like 2 other people in the world got something under 520. So I just took the winnings and I bought me a pair of sneakers with 500, and then I took the other 5 and I'm like, let me just give back.
Wow.
I've done a couple of these. This one was cool just to give some like excitement because again, nothing going on. And 2 people hit it, Nikki Picks and this one dude who joined now 2 days ago, but yesterday he was just like second day on the app. And yeah, he's like, I just joined, and he posted it an hour before Nikki. So yeah, he's gonna get pair of sneakers, 1, 2, whatever equals 5, and yeah. So he's still deciding on what to pick. So that was cool to see the participation. Super dope. Love giving back where I can. So that was nice.
Love that. Love that. Santa Claus Dimes must be having a good week. Must be having a good week with the picks.
The month's going well. Baseball's been going well. I was saying, like, when baseball's coming up, and I appreciate all the love you and others showed me on the app. I said, hey, I love my college basketball. I'm gonna love baseball, and it was a horrible start. But last 30 days, 65%, 30 something units. No, off my ego box, but it's been good. So I'm excited for baseball. And I got a couple NBA players. I got 2. You're not gonna like one of them.
Damn.
No. Let's keep it positive. Yeah, tonight I see a lot of angles tonight. I never do 2 plays in one game.
Yeah,
but today's
rare.
that day.
That's rare out of you.
It's really rare. It's really rare.
I'm certain that you definitely have some sort of Shakespearean write-up for these picks. And
I'll keep it short.
And I know the squad is dying to hear them, so let's get right to it.
I'm not even going to get to the write-ups on this because, when you're watching the series, like, you've seen the sample size of games already. I can give you a write-up. I can give you the Robert Frost type of soliloquy and talk about these nerd trends and those nerd trends. That whole agenda of the NBA wanting to see 6-7 games, cut that shit out, man. That shit does not matter. These teams are trying to win. I get it, but it ain't 1998 no more. They don't give a fuck about that. They really don't. I love the Suns tonight. I'm going to vote them. I'm going to start with that right off the bat. Everyone's sucking into the Bucks. Dude, the Bucks, listen, they're a good team, and they got there because they beat the Nets. The Hawks got hot at the right time. That shit was a layup for them, and they still had problems with them. If they didn't get hurt, they would have not made it. The Hawks would have been the Cinderella team that probably would have gave the Suns quite a bit of trouble. Am I the only one on? Okay, it looks like I am. Well, I think the Suns win tonight. I'm going to take the +5 points, and I'm going to vote the play.
I'm still here. Don.
Okay. Yeah, you gave me the full screen. Okay. First time, long time. Everyone's sucking into the Bucks right now. There was 2 points in that game where they almost lost the game. In the third quarter, when the Suns ran, and the Bucks had that amazing run, Drew Holiday, he played way over expectation. And Giannis hit fucking 80% from three-pointers. Excuse my French, sorry. I'm in the PG-13. This is a public broadcast station. So he had freaking 13, 14 free throws. That's crazy. There's a lot of anomalies in that game that people really haven't seen or really not paying attention to. It's one game, and I just don't think the Bucks have it. I think the Suns adjust, and I think the Suns pay a lot more attention to everyone but Giannis. Let Giannis score 40, 50. That does not matter.
Yeah.
That does not matter to me. Like the Blazers, when they played the Nuggets, it was maybe not the same, but in the same analogy. They were focusing too much on Jokic, and everyone else was crushing. And then they adjusted the next game, and y'all saw much better game. I see that same, and that was like 2 series ago, but I see that same kind of cadence in this game. I see them just saying, you know what? Let Giannis do his thing. Let's just make him shoot, whatever. Throw some bodies on him. Let him do his thing, but we're going to shut everyone else down. And I think the Suns are going to do that. I think that's going to be their game plan. I love the Suns +5. I'm going to vote it. Very confident in this play.
Vote. He's voting it.
Everyone suckered into the Bucks. It's one game. What have they showed you outside of Game 3? Game 1 and 2, they got boat raced. They were a step behind. In Game 3, they needed that game. Listen, you need that game, bro. And they almost lost it a couple of times with big leads. And the Suns are not the kind of team you want to do that to. So I think the Suns definitely stay within the 5. Live dog, if you will. But I love all this love on the Bucks. But not today.
And those are all really good points. And I think that goes back to the good prop bet that Mikey Overs and Livmoods just brought up about Chris Middleton's over 24.5. If the Bucks are going to have any shot with this game, they're going to need Middleton and guys around Giannis to be the key role players that they've been all season. But even though Dimes is boating this, I hate fading Dimes, especially the boats. Still hammering box Dimes. Still on the block.
I feel you. And again, a lot of this came to I was looking at the total a lot, and I have a play on that. I'll give that out. I may downgrade it a bit just because of how strong the Suns play is. I hate double dipping on games, but the total just has too much value not to touch it. I keep using this word. There were a ton of anomalies in that Game 3. There were so many anomalies in that Game 3. Forget the Giannis free throws. There were just so many things that happened that really have not happened all series.
Yeah,
the Suns got on the big stage and they won the road, and they got smacked in the mouth a little bit. The final score was pretty damning, but there were just things I can't see repeating today. And I think they're a little comfortable now. I think they have the right game plan. Let Giannis do his thing, and let him hit another freaking 12, 13 free throws.
And Ayton in foul trouble early, I think, was a big storyline in that game as well.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, he's a star, man. I seen him play in Arizona, and I'm an Arizona State alumni, man. I hate to see a guy like that a couple hours away, but he's good, man. I didn't think he was going to be as good as he is now this fast, but he's good. His footwork and his awareness around the hoop Gross. So good. He plays a lot bigger than he is too. And they don't got no one to bang with him. Brook Lopez, bro, he's at the 3-point line. He's that dude when you're playing pickup balls in the corner, like just waiting for them. They get too big. He's got no strength in the post. I don't know what they're doing with him.
I agree with you.
But that's neither here nor there. The Suns are the team. And I see the Scott Forster shit in the chat. Bruh, yeah. The referees kind of have some, pull. I mean, when you got a record like 5-0 against Chris Paul, bro, yeah. I get it. Sometimes 2% of your caps should be that. But I don't care if him, his brother, his sister, and his mother are reffing tonight. It don't matter to me. I mean, the umpires in baseball, that's the only time I really, and maybe in football a little bit too. But basketball is like, it'll affect the team, not a guy. Yeah. And Chris Paul's a hard guy to like. Let's not get it twisted here. Kind of a D word. Yeah, I don't care if he's referencing that. So look, don't care.
So D word, that would be he's a dick. You can cuss times, you're good.
Okay. I got Capper behavior PDF. I've been trying to read that more.
So, it was that code of conduct. Gotta be on your best behavior.
Yeah, I try.
So I hear you have a play on the total here. Total again, right at what it was last time, 221 or 220, whatever you're getting the line movement at. It was 222, I think, last night. The Dimes, before you give out the pick, I want to know, how do you find an edge with a total in the NBA Finals? I mean, Vegas has been spot on with these numbers, and I feel like it comes down to some fluke shit at the very end. And, you talk with so much confidence about your total plays, which have hit, I think, the last couple of times. But what do you look for in an NBA Finals total that makes you lean one way or the other?
So first of all, when I talk I'm going to give you guys a real short story about Vegas and creating lines, because there's I hear it all the time and I just shut up. But there's guys that they know a little bit about sports, right? And I always ask them, what do you think the total is on this game? And they guess it within a point. And these guys aren't big bettors. They maybe place a handful of bets a month, or not bet, but just watch it. Vegas isn't good at making the lines. We all can make lines. I know girls that you would look at and damn, she's bad. And they would get within a half a point of the line. Yeah, because they know me. But they don't know the sport. Vegas is good at moving their liability and moving juice to either cut loss or maximize gain. So with and again, I'll keep this short, but I went through a baseball incident here. With baseball, there's some games that he's we're gonna get smacked on this play. We gotta juice this shit enough that people will bet less or stay away because there's no value. That's what Vegas is good at. They're not good at making the lines. Anyone can predict the lines. My girl can predict the lines. Everyone can predict the lines. Moving the line based on action, liability, and where they see the money coming in and what kind of money's coming in. That's what Vegas is good at. That's what they're good at. Money management in terms of liability for that book. Anyways, so every game should have went under in the series. The second halves have sucked. And in game 3, we had the under 222. Yeah, it was a sweat. And we got a little lucky there because the third quarters have crushed us. They really have.
Oh my God.
With an extra day of preparation though, I see this total in the 217 area. And I don't see the Bucks scoring that much, honestly. So as much as I hate the double dip, I'm going to take the under. I did lock it in at 222. If you can get 222 from minus 120 or better, take it. I'm going to go 3 units on it. I did say that, so I'm going to stick with that. I hate double dipping, but I'm going to give that out as a 3-unit play. You're under 222. And I'm going to take the Suns for a boat. I'm going to take the +5.
So boat means 4 units.
Boat is 4 units. Y'all know it takes me a bit to get my plays out. So when Nick hit me up, he's like, we need a graphic. I'm like, well, I like the under, so I'm going to give the under out. So I know y'all see 3U play here. Dumb that down a little bit. Dumb that down to a 2-unit play. All right. I was in the middle of the Suns cap and coming back from the Apple store. Funny story there. You guys will crack on me forever for this story. And in the Uber back, I was like, yo, this Suns game's looking real decent. Once I get my laptop up, I'm like, if the same anomalies happen again, then I'll take it on the chin. The only time that's happened to me in this playoffs is when the Mavs shot ridiculous in game 1 on the road and then ridiculous in game 2 on the road. I'm talking about historically NBA Jam ridiculous. And I don't see that. So I love the Suns. 4 units there and 2 units on the under. 222 is your floor. 222 is your floor. Don't be coming at me 221, 221 and a half, 222. If you can get 222 at minus 120, which is very achievable right now, or even up to 125, yeah. If not, 221 and a half is cool for 2U. To make that your absolute floor. But right now, 222 at minus 125 or better, very attainable. So that's your floors of now. Later, the floor might change because, you know, everyone's hitting the over, which, hey, just a cherry on top. I don't dictate everything on money. You know, I'm an educated guy, man. The money shit, I just so much, man. There's so much like psychology in this game. The stats and data get you so far. Anyone can do that, bro. Just because I wear glasses don't mean I'm good with the math, bro. Like, yeah, I like math, but dog, there's many pieces to this game. And the longer you're in it, the more you'll know what pieces matter and what pieces don't mean shit that used to mean shit to you.
Absolutely.
But I love the Suns. They're the team.
I think
didn't really show you much from the Bucks. I mean, if they would have held that lead and really put their foot on the gas pedal, maybe a little different. But they just thought they're there. They're good. They're really good. But the Suns just have it all. And this is the game that I think the Suns really come out and focus on everyone else, to be honest.
I think that this juicy line here on oh my God, I'm totally blanking on his name. Cam Johnson plus 400 alternate over at 13 and a half. Hear me out.
I know. Go.
I think that he comes in and makes a huge impact tonight. I really do. He had really solid minutes in his last performance, coming off the bench, looked great, and was making an immediate impact as soon as he got in on the rebounding, on the defensive side, but more importantly, creating space and driving down the lane and putting the ball in the basket. Alternate over 13 and a half plus 400. So juicy. So juicy. And Devin Booker over 2.5 3-pointers. What do you think about that? That one sounds kind of like,
dude, that's so scary, dog. That's a scary number. Dude, Devin Booker, he's been really passive lately.
Yeah.
He's been really passive lately. I mean, very passive. He had a bad game 3. Let's keep it real. But the Suns are they're deep, man. Chris Paul, as much as I don't like him. I would not want to play ball with him. But he's the guy that team needed because he's an asshole, bro. He said James Harden had bitch little girl titty, marshmallow titties when he was in Houston. They used to crack on, he's just a dick. He's not a guy you like in the locker room. When he's on the court though, like he's the man. But outside of that, like, we're not grabbing the bear after work. He's that kind of guy. Like, I respect you, but I don't fuck with you.
Is that not what you want out of a leader?
No, I do. I'm just saying, even though I don't like him, just because he's on the court antics, he can ball, and he's the piece that the Suns needed to take all that talent and some of that youth, and put it into motion. So yeah, I mean, Chris Paul's gonna win the MVP.
Fair enough.
Giannis is running out of gas, bro. Doing too much. Let him keep doing his long little steps and bring him to the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not gonna go 80% again. And he must have been practicing, or he must have been having some good Euros or something. But the Greek Freak was on point. He was not missing. He
is at home, so he's not getting the chirps from thousands of Suns fans counting him down every time he goes to the line, which I would assume has a huge impact on his free throw performance.
I think it has a little bit of an impact, but the dude was making shit before the countdown started. So it does. It's not going to help him. It's going to hurt him a little bit.
Definitely.
But I was shocked at how well he did. I don't see that happening again. If he hits half those free throws, bro, that game's different. If Jrue Holiday wasn't hitting back-to-back threes like every time down the floor, I love Jrue Holiday. He's the second, maybe best perimeter defender in the league next to Ben Simmons, who we know can't shoot. But Ben Simmons is a great defensive player, definitely on the perimeter. But dude, he was hitting a ton of threes. Middleton, he could ball, but they were not missing. It was like game 2 against the Miami Heat all over again when they just couldn't miss. They don't shoot like that. They can ball, but then they don't shoot like that.
No.
And I think the Suns just got real lax on everyone else, and they hit their open shots more than they have since game 2 against the Heat. I don't see that happening again. They went stupid. The Suns, they're too smart of a team to let that happen again. Let Giannis do his thing. We'll die by that, but we're not going to die by everybody else. And I think Jay Crowder is going to get a monster contract. I think he's even though he has Draymond tint of vibes to me, which, you know, he got a punchable face I got. But I think Jay Crowder, man, he's in the zone. I think he's having a big night.
No,
I'm not a prop guy, but I like him. Whatever his threes over is, I might take a stab at that.
Yeah,
because he's been hitting them, and they've been just leaving him open.
Such a valuable player, especially to the Suns team, but really all the teams he's been on, he makes such a huge impact, and he's just not really, you know, a household name in this league, but he's absolutely a key role player. I feel how many times he gone to the finals? I feel like this is like got to be his third.
He's like the best role player in a team where he's the number 2 guy. No chance in hell. But when he's like the number 3, 4 guy, oh dude, too much weapons, too many weapons. The Cam Johnson prop, you either gonna way hit it or way miss it because he's so hit or miss. I mean, he got it. He can shoot. The boy can shoot. With Booker's 3-point prop over 2.5 only, you know the shots are going somewhere else. I mean, this is a weird number for him. His road numbers aren't as great as his home numbers, especially from 3 land. He takes less threes on the road, which is odd. But it's low. But I mean, hey, it's worth a shot. And if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. I think we see a collective effort from the Suns. Ayton never gets in foul trouble. They'll eliminate that, and a couple little tweaks for the Suns that they, you know, things they weren't really doing this playoffs, and you know, all the 3 monster anomalies that happened for the Bucks. I do not see that repeating. If one repeats of the 3, I still think we're good. So yeah, I'm fairly confident in the Suns. Everyone's hitting the Bucks. I'm shocked by that, but
yeah, well. Dimes, appreciate you stopping by and sharing those picks with us. Again, just to recap, he's on the under at 222. That's your floor number, as Sharp Dimes always says. And he's on the Suns +5. I'm respectively fading the Suns pick, but I am riding that under 222 with you. Best of luck tonight, Dimes. You know, we'll definitely probably be going live again at some point.
Yeah, it's live day for me. You know, no games. Everything's done on my side, so I'll jump on a little book it live. Y'all know what's up.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll cross paths here again shortly later today. But thank you for stopping by on Attyah Hour. It's always a pleasure having you. We'll definitely be doing this again.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Good luck tonight, guys.
Of course. Thank you. Okay. Well, you heard from the man himself, the sharpest of all the dimes. Sharp Dimes is on the Suns +5, which makes me a little sketched out about my Bucks nuke that I'm dropping. But you don't go back on your word, especially if it's a nuke. I am hammering the Bucks in game 4. You could say Midwest Mike's on it. You could say Sharp Dimes on it. You could say Live Locks U's on it. I don't care if they're all in the Suns. I'm all in on the Bucks. Shit, Vegas Dave could call and say, I just dropped 8 million units on the Suns. I'm still riding the Bucks. Bucks game 4, they win, they cover, the under hits. Cam Johnson hits his over alternate points. Middleton has more than 24.5. Devin Booker has more than 2.5 3-pointers. That's how it's going to go tonight. Those are the parlay pieces, the puzzle pieces to the perfect parlay. The Bucks, the under, Cam Johnson's over, Chris Middleton's over, Drew Holiday's assists over, and Devin Booker's over in threes, and also Jay Crowder's over in threes. Those are the perfect puzzle pieces to the perfect lay. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Cam Johnson over alternate 13.5 +400. Best value you'll find all day. Book it, bink it, ship it, send it, fuck it. You know how it is. This has been the Attyah Hour, powered by the one and only Book It Sports app, where sports betting gets social. The best gambling app you will find, available for free on the App Store and Google Play Store. If you're not a part of the squad, let me tell you, you are missing out. There's so many great, amazing people within this community. You got to get involved and join it. And it also, we're going to be starting doing a lot more fun segments and stuff. But I want it to be powered by user-generated content. So if you guys have any crazy parlays, ridiculous hits, bad beats, anything, tag me in it on the Book It Sports app. I'll make some content about it. We'll talk about it on the show. That's what we do here at the Attyah Hour. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love all of you. Let's have a week. Bucks tonight. Bink. Book it.